As the rescue efforts continue onto the 9th day in George, the rescue teams on the ground are making effort towards removing the rubble and the slabs. The teams have brought in specialised machines to assist with the digging, and Newzroom Afrika's Sipha Kema has been watching all of this unfold and joins us from the construction site to talk to us about the work that's being done right now by those teams I've just talked about on the ground. Sipha, good morning.
Well, I can tell you, Iman, that the teams are working around the clock. Of course, the heavy machinery as well being brought in. We're seeing trucks going in and out now, of course, removing the rubble as well as those wires that are part of the construction. But let's look into the technicality of what actually goes into the work that we're seeing behind us. Now, we're joined by Mr. Neil Bernard, who is the head of disaster management in George, who has now taken over, of course. And Mr. Neil, we're seeing you still continuing with the work, but currently where we are right now, what is happening technically with the machinery as well as the levels? Because I see you've reached the basement level in the far right of the corner.
Yeah, that's right. As you can see, the scene is much more quiet this morning. We're still standing with a total of 62 people that is rescued and recovered, with a total of deceased 33. We're still standing at the same amount there. We started last night at the far right, that's Charlie Division. We start there and we're right down to the basement, and we're moving towards the Bravo section in that area. So what currently happening, you will see we're trying to get rid of all the rebar at the moment on the Alpha section, and then we're going down from the Delta Echo to Foxtrot. We're going to clear the area from there to the front.
So I see, Mr. Bernard, you're working from the right to the left, but not simultaneously. You're taking it one step at a time.
That's correct, yeah, because that's heavy machinery we're working with, and we must be very safety first always for us. And yeah, that's where we stand at the moment. We will just want to ensure all the families, the loved ones, the community, the public out there, that we as rescue workers or firefighters, we do our utmost to see if we can recover more bodies, and we will keep on till the last minute.
And the last one here, Mr. Bernard, I noticed yesterday there was a truck that came to come and suck all the water that was coming out. Where was the water coming out?
Yeah, that was JoJo tanks at the back. That was for it was there for fire department. We used it for if there's something went wrong in the building after construction. We use the water to extinguish fires and so forth.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Bernard. That's Mr. Bernard, Niels Bernard, Head of Disaster Management in George, Iman, of course, giving us a bit of a breakdown there regarding to the rescue mission right now, where it's currently at and where they are working. Now, I know that he was using some coded names there, your Alphas, your Bravos. Just to quickly take you through what exactly he's talking about, where you are currently seeing the machinery working right now, that is on the far right, one of the parts that he was talking about, saying that's where they remove the rabbi from, and then just up above it, that's where they are with the basement level. We literally can see the basement level, and I believe that's where the water tanks for this building were being kept. And when the building collapsed, also causing the tanks to collapse and then causing a flooding there. So the water has been there since last week, Monday, when the building collapsed. But yesterday, when they finally reached the basement level, they were able to bring out some trucks to vacuum the water out of there. So the rescue missions, as you can see, still continuing today. Day 9, the numbers still have not changed from yesterday. 33 deceased and, of course, 19 unaccounted for still, Iman. But I think the most, or actually the biggest challenge right now, as we've been saying, it is the identification process. But it is coming along, as 8 have been confirmed or verified now by the local authorities.
Sipha, thank you very much for that update, and thinking about the conditions under which Neil and other members of the rescue team are working. These are true South African heroes, risking their own lives and limbs to be able to extricate those remaining bodies, hopefully still at this 11th hour, some survivors from that rubble. We'll be back with Sipha perhaps a little bit later on.